Hello students, welcome to all in the next lecture of integral equations. Okay, so here we see the chapter number 2, that is Freedom integral equation. Okay, so up to we can see we saw the concepts, that is to see what is the Freedom integral equation, then next to see how to find the solution of Freedom integral equations by using some methods. Okay, we see the methods. That first one is the Adamant decomposition method, then second one is the modified Adamant decomposition method. Okay, then next to see the noise terms phenomena, then next one is the variational iteration method. Okay, then to see the direct computation method, then successive approximation method, and in previous lecture we can see the method, that is the successive substitution method. Okay, for finding solution of non-homogeneous Freedom integral equation of second kind with separable kernel. Okay, so up to we can see the methods to find the solution of non-homogeneous Freedom integral equation of second kind with separable kernel. Okay, so in today's lecture, we can see the method to find the solution of homogeneous Freedom integral equation of second kind with separable kernel. Okay, so today we see the solution of homogeneous Freedom integral equation with separable kernel. Okay, so we know that what is the first homogeneous Freedom integral equation. Okay, so homogeneous Freedom integral equation is homogeneous Freedom integral equation we know that is the equation which contains f of x is equal to 0. That is, the equation is in the form of u of x is equal to lambda integration from a to b k of x t into u of t dt. Okay, so take it as equation number first, which is the homogeneous Freedom integral equation. Okay, here f of x is equal to 0. Okay, then here the kernel k of x t will be the separable kernel, that is k of x t is equal to g of x into h of t, which is the separable kernel. Okay, so we put this value in equation number 1, then equation number 1 becomes u of x is equal to lambda integration from a to b, k of x t will be g of x into h of t into u of t dt. Okay, then here g of x is a function which is constant with respect to t, so we take outside from integration. Okay, so lambda g of x, and in integration from a to b remaining only h of t into u of t dt. Okay, so we have to get this equation as u of x is equal to this. Okay, so here if we observe by putting, that is, if the kernel is the separable form, so in integration remaining terms is only in terms of t, that is remaining function is only in terms of t, that is the function is in t. Okay, so we can consider this as a alpha, that is we use, so for after solving this equation we use the direct computation method, that is we have to know we use that method to solving the solution of, or to find the solution of non-homogeneous Freedom integral equation of second kind with separable kernel. Okay, so that method we have to use here similarly. Okay, then by using direct computation method, okay, so we consider this as alpha, so above equation becomes u of x is equal to lambda g of x into alpha. Okay, take it as equation number 2, where we consider alpha as a integration from a to b h of t into u of t dt. Okay, then here if we find the value of alpha and if we put this value of alpha, that is if we solve this integration to get a numeric value of alpha, if we put that value of alpha in equation number 2, then we have to get the solution of homogeneous Freedom integral equation. Okay, so in this way we can find the solution. Okay, so here for that we have to find the value of alpha. Again here observe that solution we have to get in this form. U of x is equal to lambda g of x into alpha. Okay, so see here, if we have to get the numeric value of alpha is equal to 0. If we get alpha is equal to 0, if we have to get alpha is equal to 0, so we have to get u of x is also equal to 0 by putting alpha here. We have to get u of x is equal to 0, that is we have to get the trivial solution. We have to get trivial solution for homogeneous Freedom integral equation. But here we want to find the non-trivial solution, or to find the non-trivial solution we always consider this value of alpha will be not equal to 0. Okay, so note that the homogeneous Freedom integral equation has always solution occurs, and the solution is always trivial solution is always the solution of homogeneous Freedom integral equation. But here we want to find the non-trivial solution, so we consider alpha is not equal to 0. Okay, so for non-trivial solution, consider alpha not equal to 0. Okay, so if we consider alpha not equal to 0, if we consider alpha not equal to 0, then using that to find value of parameter lambda, we have to use this condition alpha not equal to 0 to find the value of parameter lambda, that is the eigenvalue, okay, and then put lambda in equation number 2 for alpha not equal to 0, then we get a solution. To equation number 1, that is homogeneous Freedom integral equation. Okay, so here for if we have to get the alpha will be equal to 0, then consider alpha will be non-zero because we have to find the non-trivial solution, and for considering alpha not equal to 0, at that time we have to get the value of the parameter lambda. Okay, so by finding that value and put in equation number 2, then we have to get the solution, that is we have to get here some function in x which is the solution of the given homogeneous integral equation. So in this way we can find the solution. So here if we consider alpha is not equal to 0, in equation number 2, okay, so equation number 2 we can write in terms of t, we get u of t is equal to lambda g of t into alpha, then put this value in equation number, in alpha. Okay, so we have to get alpha is equal to integration from a to b h of t into u of t will be this, that is lambda g of t into alpha. Okay, so alpha is equal to, if we take lambda and alpha will be outside from integration because which are the constant. Okay, so lambda alpha integration from a to b h of t g of t into dt. Okay, then alpha we shift all this term here, so we get alpha minus lambda alpha integration from a to b h of t into u of t dt is equal to 0. Okay, so by taking alpha outside, inside bracket remaining 1 minus lambda integration from a to b, h of t into u of t dt is equal to 0. Here we consider, here we have to get either product of these two terms is equal to 0, and we know that product of two terms will be equal to 0, either one of them will be 0. So here either alpha is equal to 0 or this bracket is equal to 0. But here we consider alpha is not equal to 0. So alpha not equal to 0, then we have to get 1 minus lambda integration from a to b, h of t into u of t dt is equal to 0. Okay, so from that we get 1 is equal to lambda integration from a to b, h of t into u of t dt. Okay, so from that we have to get the value of lambda, that is lambda is equal to, we have to get 1 divided by integration from a to b, h of t into u of t dt. Okay, so in this way we have to get the value of lambda, and which is called the eigenvalue of equation number 1. Okay, then we get eigenvalue of equation number 1 by finding definite integral. Okay, by finding the definite integral. We find this integral, then we have to get the eigenvalue. Okay, lambda, that is the eigenvalue, and with respect to lambda, that is eigenvalue, with respect to eigenvalue, to get u of x, that is by putting this lambda here, that is in equation number 2, we have to get u of x, okay, u of x, to get u of x, that u of x is called that u of eigen function. Okay, so lambda be the eigenvalue, and with respect to that function is called the eigen function of the given integral equation. Okay, and also u of x is called the solution of the given homogeneous integral equation. So in this way we can find the eigen function for the homogeneous integral equation and solution of the given integral equation. Okay, so we see here example on that. So I write here example, u of x is equal to, that is homogeneous integral equation, u of x is equal to lambda integration from 0 to 1 x into u of t dt. First to take this as equation number first. Okay, equation number 1. Then here f of x will be equal to 0 because the homogeneous form. Then lambda will be lambda, and k of xt kernel, which is equal to x, that is the separable. Okay, so we use the direct computation method for finding the solution. Okay, so we can write equation number 1, equation 1 can write, or equation we can write u of x is equal to lambda, we take x outside because which is constant with respect to t. So we get in integration 0 to 1 u of t into dt. Okay, so we write this as u of x is equal to lambda x into alpha. We consider this integration as a alpha. Take it as equation number 2. Okay, where alpha is equal to integration from 0 to 1 u of t dt. Okay, so here if alpha is equal to 0, we have to get the trivial solution, but we want to find the non-trivial solution, so always consider alpha is not equal to 0. Okay, so from equation number 2 we can find value of u of t, that is write this function in terms of t, we get lambda t alpha. Okay, so put u of t in alpha to find lambda. Okay, so alpha is equal to integration from 0 to 1 u of t dt. Then by putting here value of u of t, alpha is equal to integration from 0 to 1 u of t will be lambda t alpha. Lambda t into alpha dt. Okay, so we take here integration alpha, here lambda and alpha are constant, we take outside lambda alpha integration from 0 to 1 t into dt. Okay, so lambda alpha integration of t will be t square divided by 2 from 0 to 1. Okay, then we put the limits and by simplifying to get the value of lambda, that is eigenvalue. Okay, so lambda alpha is equal to lambda alpha by putting limits 1 by 2 minus 0 by 2. Okay, so lambda alpha into 1 by 2, this term becomes 0. Okay, so we shift this all term here, so we get alpha minus lambda alpha, or we can write it as lambda alpha by 2 is equal to 0. Okay, so by taking alpha outside, in bracket remaining are 1 minus lambda by 2 is equal to 0. Okay, so here we have to get the condition either alpha is equal to 0 or in bracket is equal to 0, or either both of them are 0. But here alpha is, we take not equal to 0 for non-trivial solution. Okay, for finding the non-trivial solution. So we get 1 minus lambda by 2 is equal to 0, and from that we get 1 is equal to lambda divided by 2. So we get lambda is equal to 2. Okay, and lambda is equal to 2 is called the eigenvalue of equation number 1. Okay, then by putting lambda is equal to 2 in equation number 2 to get the eigen function with respect to that eigenvalue. Okay, so we put, okay, so put lambda is equal to 2 in equation number 2 to get u of x is equal to 2x alpha. Okay, alpha will be as it is, that is the non-zero arbitrary constant. We can take any arbitrary non-zero arbitrary constant. Okay, so u of x is equal to 2x alpha is the eigen function. We get is the eigen function with respect to lambda is equal to 2. Okay, and take alpha is equal to arbitrary constant, non-zero, sorry here word is missing, that is non-zero arbitrary constant. So we take here alpha is equal to 1. Okay, mostly take here the value of alpha, we get u of x is equal to 2x, which is the solution of equation number 1. Okay, so in this way we can easily find the solution of homogeneous Friedholm integral equation with separable kernel by using direct computation method, or by finding first eigenvalue and eigenfunction by considering alpha is not equal to 0 for non-trivial solution. Otherwise we have to get the always trivial solution to the homogeneous integral equation. Okay, then we see the next example. Here I can write the second example. Take first it as equation number 1. Okay, then if you observe here, kernel k of xt will be equal to cos of x plus t, which is the separable kernel. By using the, if we split this cos of x plus t by using formula of cos a cos b, that is cos of x plus t will be equal to cos x cos t minus sin x sin t. Okay, so in this way, if we split this cos of x plus t, that is this kernel, to get which is the separable kernel, that is cos of x plus t is the separable kernel, because we separate its terms. We solve by using direct computation method. Okay, so we write first u of x is equal to 2 by pi lambda. Okay, integration from 0 to pi. We write here formula of cos a plus b, that is cos of, using formula cos x cos t minus sin x into sin t. Okay, in bracket u of t dt. Okay, then we separate this kernel integration, that is 2 by pi lambda integration from 0 to pi. Also here 2 by pi lambda, cos x is constant with respect to t, so we take outside, that is cos x in integration 0 to pi cos t into u of t dt. Okay, then minus 2 by pi lambda. Okay, again here sin x will be constant, we take outside, integration from 0 to pi, then in integration remaining sin t into u of t dt. Okay, so here we separate this integral first, so we have to get the separable kernel. Okay, so we can consider here u of x is equal to 2 by pi lambda cos x and take it as alpha. Okay, minus 2 by pi lambda sin x and take it as the beta. Okay, take it as the beta. Okay, take this as equation number 2. Okay, where here we consider alpha is equal to integration from 0 to pi cos t into u of t dt, and beta is equal to, we take integration from 0 to pi sin t into u of t dt. Okay, so here we want to find the values of alpha and beta, and by finding that value alpha and beta and putting in equation number 2 to get the solution of the given homogeneous integral equation. For that again we have to consider here alpha and beta will be the non-zero. Okay, because we want to find the non-trivial solution. Equation number 2, from equation number 2 we first write also. Okay, from equation number 2 we first write equation number 2 in terms of 2 by pi lambda alpha cos t minus 2 by pi lambda beta sin t. Okay, we write in terms of t, equation number t. Then first to find alpha. Okay, so alpha is equal to, we consider integration from 0 to pi cos t into u of t dt. Value of u of t, that is equal to integration from 0 to pi cos t will be as it is, value of u of t will be from above 2 by pi lambda alpha cos t minus 2 by pi lambda beta sin t into dt. Okay, then we separate this integral to find the integration. Okay, so here in first term 2 by pi lambda alpha, which are all constant, so we take outside, so 2 by pi lambda alpha, and in integration remaining 0 to pi cos t into cos t becomes a cos square t dt. Okay, then again minus 2 by pi lambda beta are the constant, so we take outside from integration. In integration 0 to pi, here will be, we get cos t into sin t dt. Okay, so we have to get here two integrals, then we solve these integrals. Okay, so 2 by pi lambda alpha, here we use the formula of cos of 2t. Okay, so instead of cos square t, for finding integration we can write 1 plus cos 2t divided by 2. We know the formula of cos of 2t. Okay, cos of 2t is equal to, using the formula we can write here, cos 2t is equal to 2 cos square t minus 1. That is, we get 1 plus cos 2t divided by 2. Okay. Then integral for applying the formula. So lambda beta 2 cos a sin b. So lambda beta divided by pi, integration from 0 to pi, 2 cos t sin t dt. Okay. Then we have to get 2 by pi lambda alpha by taking this 1 by 2 outside, which gets cancelled with these 2. So 0 to pi integration 1 plus cos 2t dt. Okay, minus lambda beta divided by pi. Then here we use the formula of 2 cos a sin b, that is, can write here 2 cos a sin b. Okay, and the formula is, we know that the formula is sine of a minus b minus sine, integration 0 to pi, sine of a will be t, b will be again t. So we get sine of t minus t minus sine of t plus t. We write in this bracket into dt. Okay, then we solve this integral. Alpha is equal to 2 by pi lambda alpha, or here this 2 gets cancelled. Okay, so we have to get here lambda alpha divided by pi, and here if we take the integration of 1 plus cos of 2t, then we have to get t plus integration of cos 2t will be sin 2t divided by 2, limits from 0 to pi. Okay, then minus lambda beta divided by pi, in integration 0 to pi, first will be sin t minus t, so we have to get here sin 0 minus sin 2t dt. Okay, then it's equal to lambda alpha by pi. By putting here limits, we get pi plus sin 2 pi divided by 2 minus t is equal to 0, so this term becomes 0. Again sin 0 will be 0, so we get this will be also 0. Lambda beta divided by pi, integration from 0 to pi, sin 0 will be 0, so we have to get here minus sin 2t dt. Okay, then we take integration. So lambda alpha divided by pi sin 2 pi will be 0. Okay, so we have to get this term becomes again 0, and these are the zeros. Okay, so minus lambda beta divided by pi, or this minus we can write plus, and integration of sin 2t will be minus cos 2t again divided by 2 from 0 to pi. Okay, so we get lambda alpha divided by pi into this pi plus lambda beta divided by pi, by putting here limits, minus cos of 2 pi divided by 2, minus becomes plus, cos 2 pi, cos 0, 2 into 0, 0 divided by 2. Okay, so we get alpha is equal to this pi cancel, lambda alpha plus lambda beta divided by pi in bracket minus 1 by 2, cos 2 pi will be 1 and cos 0 1. So here minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 becomes cancelled, so this term becomes 0. So we get alpha is equal to lambda alpha, and from that we get the equation alpha minus lambda alpha is equal to 0, and we get alpha 1 minus lambda is equal to 0. Again here we take alpha will be not equal to 0, so we get 1 minus lambda is equal to 0, that is we get lambda is equal to 1. Okay, for the non-trivial solution we consider alpha is not equal to 0, that is we take value of alpha is the any arbitrary constant, so we have to get this will be the eigen value. Okay, so see here in this integral equation, homogeneous integral equation, we have to get the two constant alpha and beta. Okay, so we have to get the two eigenvalues with respect to two constant. So here if we find, or for solving alpha, we have to get the first eigenvalue. Okay, so we take it as the lambda 1. Okay, lambda 1 is equal to 1. Then to find solving beta, we have to get the second eigenvalue for the given integral equation. That is, in homogeneous integral equation, if we have to get the two constant, then we have to get the two eigenvalues. Okay, if we have to get the one constant, then we have to get the one eigenvalue in this way. Okay, so we find lambda 1 is equal to 1. Okay, we write here lambda 1 is equal to 1 is one eigenvalue. Then to find beta, okay, so beta is equal to, we consider integration from 0 to 1 sin t into u of t dt. Okay, here we put the value of u of t, so 0 to 1 sin t, in bracket we write the value of u of t will be 2 by pi lambda alpha cos t minus 2 by pi lambda beta sin t into dt. Okay, then we solve this, simplify first these integrals or separate this integral. 2 by pi lambda alpha will be constant, so we take outside 2 by pi lambda alpha integration from 0 to 1 sin t into cos t dt. Okay, then minus again 2 by pi lambda beta sin t becomes a sin square t, so 0 to pi sin square t into dt. Okay, then we want to solve this integral, so 2 by pi lambda alpha, or we adjust these two in integration, so 0 to 1 2 sin t cos t dt, because we have to use again the formula of 2 sin a cos a. Okay, minus 2 by pi lambda beta integration from 0 to pi. Okay, again here we use the formula of cos of 2t is equal to, or we write here formula of cos 2t is equal to 1 minus 2 sin square t. Okay, 1 minus 2 sin square t, so we have to get value of sin square t is equal to 1 minus cos of 2t divided by 2 dt. Okay, so we get 1 by pi lambda alpha integration from 0 to 1, and here we use the formula of 2 sin a cos b. You can write formula here, 2 sin a cos b. Formula is equal to sin a plus b plus sin a minus b. Okay, so using this formula you can write these terms. Okay, so 2 sin t plus t, here a and b are t plus t plus, sorry, not 2 sin a t plus t, we write in bracket, plus sin t minus t dt. Okay, minus 2 by pi lambda beta, or we take this 1 by 2 outside, so in integration 0 to 1 1 minus cos 2t into dt. Okay, so we have to get lambda alpha divided by pi integration from 0 to 1 sin t plus t will be sin 2t. Okay, then plus sin 0 dt minus this 2 gets cancelled, minus lambda beta divided by pi integration from 0 to 1, or here we write the integration, so we have to get integration of this will be t minus integration of cos 2t will be sin 2t divided by 2 from 0 to pi limits. Okay, here not 1 will be from 0 to pi, here also from 0 to pi. Okay, sorry, I can write here in all terms, in all integration from 0 to 1, which is not 0 to 1, from 0 to pi. Okay, so understand here 0 to pi. Okay, so all clear. Then is equal to lambda alpha divided by pi So this term sine 0 will be 0. We get 0 to pi sine 2t into dt. Okay. Then minus lambda beta divided by pi. By putting here limits, we get pi minus sine 2 pi divided by 2. Okay. Then minus 0 minus plus sine 0 divided by 2. Okay. Then we solve this. So we have to get beta is equal to lambda alpha divided by pi. Integration of sine 2t will be minus cos 2t from 0 to pi. Okay. Then minus lambda beta divided by pi. Here pi minus sine 2 pi will be 0. So minus 0 and all other terms, that is again sine 0 will be 0. So we get 0. So beta is equal to lambda alpha divided by pi minus cos 2 pi. By putting limits, minus plus cos 2 0 divided by 2. Okay. Here will be 2. 2 again we miss here 2 because integration of sine, sorry, not here. Integration of sine 2t will be minus cos 2t divided by 2. Okay, sorry. Then minus lambda beta divided by pi into here we get pi. So this pi gets cancelled. Then we get lambda alpha divided by pi. Here cos 2 pi will be 1. So minus 1 by 2 plus cos 0 1 plus 1 by 2 minus lambda beta. Okay. So minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 gets 0. So this term becomes a 0. Only remaining minus lambda beta. Beta is equal to minus lambda beta. So we get equation beta plus lambda beta is equal to 0. So we get beta 1 plus lambda is equal to 0. And here again consider beta is non-zero. So we have to get 1 plus lambda is equal to 0. So we get lambda is equal to minus 1. Okay, so lambda is equal to minus 1. We have to get, this is the second eigenvalue with respect to beta. Okay, so we have to get lambda 1 is equal to 1 and lambda 2 is equal to minus 1. These are the two eigenvalues for given integral equation for the two constant alpha and beta. So to get lambda 1 is equal to 1 and lambda 2 is equal to minus 1, two eigenvalues. Okay, then put first lambda 1 is equal to 1 and alpha not equal to 0 in equation number 2. Here take beta is equal to 0. We consider alpha not equal to 0 and beta will be in that 0. So equation number 2 becomes, equation number 2 is u of x is equal to, first we write the equation u of x is equal to 2 by pi lambda alpha cos x minus 2 by pi lambda beta sin x. Okay, this is the equation number u of x. Okay, so we put here values. So we get 2 by pi lambda will be 1. Okay, so here 2 by pi alpha cos x minus 2 by pi lambda 0 sin x, beta will be 0. So we get 2 by pi cos x, 2 by pi alpha cos x. Okay, so this is the eigen function with respect to lambda 1 is equal to 1. Okay, then u of x is equal to 2 by pi cos x. Take alpha is equal to 1 arbitrary constant and is the solution of equation number 1 with respect to lambda 1 is equal to 1. Okay, then next to put lambda 2 is equal to minus 1, beta is not equal to 0 and alpha is equal to 0 in u of x. Okay, to get u of x is equal to 2 by pi lambda. Lambda will be minus 1, so minus 1, alpha will be 0. Okay, then minus 2 by pi minus 1 sine x. Okay, here cos x again be missing, so cos x, but this term becomes 0, so we have to get u of x is equal to, this will be 0, this minus minus becomes plus, so 2 by pi sine x into beta will be again miss, we can't write here, so here will be beta also, so 2 beta by pi sine x. Okay, then is the eigenfunction with respect to lambda 2 is equal to minus 1 and u of x is equal to 2 by pi sine x is a solution of equation number 1 with respect to lambda 2 is equal to minus 1. Okay, so this integral equation has to get two eigenvalues with respect to function. So in this way we can find the solution. Okay, so get that. So today I will stop here. Thank you.